Hello everybody, my name is Alex and this is Garmin Inside Out. For those of you who don't already know this, back in 1989, Garmin was the first company to launch onto the market the GPS technology. From that moment on, Garmin grew and became one of the winners in the highly developed technological era. You may have noticed by now the company's short and strong logo, namely Garmin, you'll be lost without it. This is probably one of the reasons why Garmin, one can say, has created an addiction among his customers and potential customers, coming to have one of the largest databases in the world, going slightly beyond 15 million users. Nevertheless, things have not been always perfect for Garmin. Its marketing strategy suffered in the past some shortcomings. Why? Because the company failed to take into account some major happenings which were taking place. Number one, in the early 2000s, the US Department of Defense raised all GPS restrictions for public use, and the industry registered a boom as far as the GPS technology, navigation and wearables are concerned. Number two, everybody knows that in 2007 Apple launched its iPhone. And number three, in 2009 Google launched Google Maps. So from that moment on, Garmin had to think about a new strategy for developing its business model. And it came with two proposals. The first one was to develop a new application which should overcome Google Maps. And in 2014, it launched the application Viago. Nevertheless, although this app came with additional features and premium prices, it did not manage to overpass Google Maps. And number two, Garmin would have had to develop some new device which could enhance and put to practice its proprietary GPS technology. This was the major breakthrough for Garmin on the market because in 2006 the company had already acquired Dynastream Innovations, and this company provided the necessary software platform in order to design, develop and manufacture wearable technology. The success was accomplished in 2016 when Garmin's product, namely the Garmin Vivo smartwatch, won the prize for Best Fitness Tracker of the Year. Still, the question is if Garmin can go further than that. The company already has in place several partnerships with especially international companies, and it's focused on monitoring athletic performance and as well as tracking patients which suffer from coronary heart disease. So for this reason, Garmin made an outsourcing scenario. And it came to the conclusion that it would be a rather good idea to outsource its know-how and its innovators and put them at work together with researchers and scientists. And in this way, part of its business model would transform into an open, inside-out business model. With this in view, Garmin has in mind to develop two new applications. One would be named Garmin Brain Connect and the other one would be named Garmin Biometrics, following the fact that a few murder cases were solved due to the data stored in Garmin's devices. Garmin Brain Connect would mean developing a device with enough sensors which could be connected to the head and to the brain, and the adherent application to record all data. All the data collected would be subject to non-disclosure agreements, and also all data and every information collected from the users would be used for research purposes only. Garmin Biometrics would mean developing new devices with multiple sensors in order to record biometrical data from the consumers. This would also be in place with a special agreement put in place between the company and the potential clients, and also the data would be available only for law enforcement units and only based on security clearance. Also, another element would be that the data extracted for what would be Garmin's biometrical database would be used only for legal purposes. With this in mind, Garmin intends to launch an automated survey for its customers and address two simple questions in order to get feedback as far as these new apps are concerned. Thank you very much.